remembering President George H.W. Bush. How his loved ones and friends celebrated his life today and how the nation marked his passing. And a chance for winter weather in East Tennessee. What you need to know about the weekend ahead. And a man is thankful to be alive after being stranded in the woods for days. He shares his most desperate moments before sparking a fire that led to his rescue.
Live from Knoxville, you're watching Fox 43 News at 6:30.
So through our tears, let us know the blessings of knowing and loving you, a great and noble man, the best father a son or daughter could have.
Emotional goodbyes to former President George H.W. Bush today. Thousands gathered to remember the nation's 41st president at the Washington National Cathedral. Blaine Alexander reports this is the first time in more than a decade America has laid to rest a president.
After one final ride through Washington, with a last look at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, President George H.W. Bush, honored for his service that began long before he reached the White House,
was America's last great soldier-statesman.
Inside the Washington National Cathedral, a rare gathering, President Trump and all four living past presidents. The crowd of thousands dotted with foreign dignitaries, past and present, and friends recalling the president's trademark sense of humor.
He loved a good joke, but he never, ever could remember a punchline.
But the most touching tribute from his own son, former President George W. Bush, sharing lessons passed from one commander-in-chief to another.
He showed me what it means to be a president who serves with integrity, leads with courage, and acts with love in his heart for the citizens of our country.
Evoking his dad's own trademark phrase.
His was the brightest of 1,000 points of light.
And offering comfort for the loved ones he leaves behind.
The best father a son or daughter could have. And in our grief, let us smile knowing that Dad is hugging Robin and holding Mom's hand again.
From a family and a grateful nation, a final farewell to the 41st president.
Today was marked as a day of mourning across the country. The federal government was closed, meaning most government businesses like the post office, stock exchange, and Supreme Court were shut down. Some banks and courts also planned to close, and once again, the stock exchange did not open. We want to turn now to your forecast. It has been a cold day, and in some parts, a snowy day in East Tennessee. With that, we turn to meteorologist Todd Howell. Hey, Todd.
Hey, Robin, thank you so much. Cold and snowy start indeed. Let's take a look at our dinner time forecast. Clouds are starting to decrease. Missed it by that much. As far as the clouds clearing out, we're hoping for and even expecting more sunshine mid to late afternoon, but those clouds hung tough. Now they're starting to clear out. Unfortunately, the sun is set. It is cold outside right now, 33 degrees. Do bundle up and dress warmly this evening. 31 degrees at 8 o'clock, and we'll be down to 29 under a mostly clear sky at 10 o'clock tonight. Matter of fact, we're heading down to a low of about 22 overnight tonight. So cold air in place. Had some light snow showers last night, this morning. What are we going to see this weekend? You've probably been hearing us talking about and hearing in general a weekend storm system. We'll detail that specific forecast coming right up in just a few moments. Right now in Knoxville, 33 degrees outside. It feels like 28. And yes, we feel every bit of that when you walk outside. It's just one of those nights. I know the air temperature is 33, but it feels like it's 28, but it even feels colder than that, if you will. All right, the winds are west-northwest at 6 miles per hour, so yeah, do dress warmly heading out and about this evening. Make sure everybody's warm tonight. 27 in Crossville, 28 in Jamestown and Huntsville, 29 in Wartburg. Lows tonight in the lower 20s, some teens toward the mountains and foothills. And if there's still some snow on the ground at your place, you'll likely be in the teens. Notice the clouds decreasing, moisture moving out, and that's the trend for the rest of tonight as we'll see the clearing trend. 38 in Nashville, back to our west, 40 in Memphis, 45 in Little Rock. Meanwhile, area temperatures still cold in the 30s. So clearing out tonight. Coming up, we're talking about a sunny, cool day tomorrow, and then some clouds increasing Friday. But it's that weekend forecast that we'll look at. We're talking about rain, sleet, and wet snow all in the forecast. And for our neighbors to our east, Robin, could be significant snow in parts of North Carolina and Virginia.
Winter heading our way,
yes,
for sure. Todd, thank you. Well, This was the scene in Dandridge overnight. A viewer sent us these photos of the snow flying through the air there, and in Oneida, this was a dusting on the roads this morning. Some ways more than a dusting. Now today, the city of Knoxville unveiled a new smart technology designed to improve winter weather treatment on the roads. Reporter Cole Sullivan is out in the cold to explain how this works.
This winter, Knoxville brine trucks will be getting some help from above.
This is a precision brine dispensing machine.
Using lasers on airplanes flying above the city, scientists at the Oak Ridge National Lab and students at UT have mapped out Knoxville streets.
So whenever the brine truck goes over different risk levels, it dispenses different levels of brine.
Each section of road has an assigned risk level.
A high risk level road is something that's shaded and steep.
And that means it's more likely to ice over. On other lower risk roads, the city can save its supply.
You don't need to apply brine solution or salt to an area that is going to get enough sunlight.
We went along for a bumpy ride to see how it works.
Picked up an extra speed here. You see it open up an extra valve.
As the truck stops, the brine does too.
Our software reduces the level of brine that's being dispensed, so it's not so wasteful.
The old system, it just had one valve that was all open. It was the same flow rate all the time.
Now the brine will be distributed more, where it's needed more.
By putting the brine down more precisely, you can increase the safety factor
and reduce delays caused by a snow day.
The road will be properly treated, and then more people can get out, and maybe there will be less closures. School closure, business closure, offices closure, because people can now get out of their neighborhoods.
Cole Sullivan reporting, and the UT students have been working on this project all semester, and they say they cannot wait for a snow day. Death row inmate David Earl Miller is appealing to Governor Bill Haslam for mercy. Miller killed a 23-year-old woman in South Knoxville back in 1981. His lawyers argue his mental state at the time of the killing should exempt him from the death penalty. He is scheduled to die by electric chair tomorrow. Miller has also chosen his last meal. It includes fried chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuits, and coffee. Miller would be the third person put to death by the state in 2018. The Diocese of Knoxville and other Catholic leaders in Tennessee issued a statement late this afternoon against the execution. They say the death penalty is not necessary and adds to the growing disrespect for human life. The man who set a brush fire to get the attention of rescuers is thanking first responders today. 20-year-old Austin Miller says he thought he was going to die after he crashed an ATV in the mountains. Miller says desperation led him to start that brush fire that would lead rescuers to him. Miller now rests in a hospital bed at UT Medical Center as he recovers from burns, broken ribs, and injuries to his ankle and hip.
I had the best feeling when the fire department showed up. I just want to recognize Superior County Fire Department. Everything they've done.
Sevier County Sheriff's Office is investigating the incident and says the ATV Miller was riding was reported stolen. Dozens of UT students gathered on campus today to paint the rock as a stand against hate speech. There have been several instances of hate speech painted on the rock this semester. Today, several student and administrative organizations joined together to paint a positive message. All Vols belong. Students say this is a good way to show people that UT is standing together against hate speech. The Great Smoky Mountains ranked the top 5th place to travel next year. This according to Airbnb. The ranking was based off how many times the location was booked, searched for, or added to a wish list on the company's website. Airbnb says there was a 191% increase in the number of bookings in the Great Smoky Mountains from 2017 to 2018. This is the first time the Smokies have ever made that list. Well, there's a claim online saying your holiday lights could be distracting for plane pilots. But is it true? Our team will verify.
And coming up, we are looking ahead to that weekend system. It looks like we could start out seeing a little snow and sleet before changing to a cold rain on Saturday. North Carolina, Virginia, heavy wet snow. And we could see that rain change to some wet snow for the second half of the weekend. Back with that full forecast next.
Hardee's, we make our crispy chicken tenders the right way, hand-breaded. So the next time someone tells you there's no wrong way to make chicken, remind them there's also no wrong way to end a friendship.
Try our $5.99 chicken tenders combo.
Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th, and you shouldn't have to figure it out alone. With Cigna Health Spring, you won't have to. We'll help you find the Medicare Advantage plan that's right for you. So call 1-855-764-5135 today. There's no obligation. At Cigna Health Spring, you can get a plan with no monthly premiums and no primary doctor copays, so you pay less. We offer medical, prescription drugs, and dental all in one plan, so you get everything you need to feel secure. Plus, once you enroll, our team will be there to guide you toward better health. Don't wait. Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th. Call Cigna Health Spring today and find out which Medicare Advantage plan is right for you. There's no obligation, so call 1-855-764-5135. That's 1-855-764-5135. Cigna Health Spring. Together, all the way.
The $10,000
ultimate Christmas shopping spree.
Hey, we're Tony and Chris.
Think you can spend $10,000 in only 107 minutes?
Listen every weekday between 7 and 7:30 for a chance to qualify. Plus, we'll tell you the next time you can qualify.
One grand prize winner will have 107 minutes to spend 10 grand at Turkey Creek.
The $10,000 ultimate Christmas shopping spree, only with us. Tony and Chris.
On 107.7 WIVK.
You know what no one wants? No one wants to run out of money in the middle of their retirement. The fact is, running out of money when you're old is brutal. You can plan your way through that carefully, and if you don't know how to do that, which most people don't, you need some kind of help with that planning. Fisher Investments can help you with the ideas and the implementation for who you are now, what you need, and what you'll need in the future. We provide knowledge, support, and are committed to doing what's right for you.
Call now for your free retirement kit from best-selling author and legendary money manager Ken Fisher. You'll receive the definitive guide to retirement income and 99 retirement tips from Ken Fisher. Call now, 1-800-815-8694.
You can achieve your investment goals, and Fisher Investments can help you get there.
Call now for your free retirement kit, 1-800-815-8694.
There's a big difference between retiring and retiring well.
Our blend of honey mustard and barbecue sauce is perfect on chicken tenders. What are you doing?
Spill honeydew on this plant.
Oh, I thought you went vegan. Dip into our new honeydew sauce. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
You're watching Fox 43 News at 6:30.
Between shopping, travel, and decorating, the Christmas season, of course, in full swing. And our Verify team is getting plenty of holiday-related questions. Chris Rogers verifies one claim about your outdoor lights and what they look like from the sky.
This one comes from Barbara, and it's a good one. She wants to know if projector and outdoor holiday Christmas displays pose a danger to pilots who are flying overhead. Well, I got to the bottom of it in tonight's Verify Fast Facts. Hanging Christmas tree lights is an age-old holiday tradition, but stringing lights can be a tedious job. It can take days or even weeks to complete. In recent years, many families have opted for a more convenient holiday laser display instead.
Just plug it in and you'll have thousands of colorful stars everywhere.
A simple setup, and a few minutes later, you've got holiday lights projected on the side of your house. But can these devices be a danger to pilots flying overhead? For this one, our source is the FAA. Take a look at this statement on their website. It reads in part, high-powered lasers can completely incapacitate pilots who are trying to fly safely to their destinations. But have there ever been any recorded incidents of holiday laser displays interfering with flight? Back in 2015, a Coast Guard plane over Sacramento actually had to request an emergency response because of Christmas decorations. Now, to be clear, this isn't a common occurrence, but lasers are very incapacitating to pilots. Just take a look at this sample video provided on YouTube. The FAA just recommends you make sure that the display is pointed at your house instead of towards the sky. So we can verify that holiday lasers could pose a threat to passing pilots if you're not careful.
You know, all right, we are turning to the forecast once again, talking about snow that is in the forecast, not tomorrow,
Right,
but certainly the weekend coming ahead.
Yeah, the weekend coming ahead. Rain to wet snow. It's going to be a significant high-impact storm for the southeast in general. And we'll have to really detail the forecast, fine-tune it over the next couple of days because a lot of different details to talk about. Take a look at what happened this morning. Yeah, last night and this morning across northern parts of East Tennessee, including LMU campus. This is up at Harrigan. You can see the flakes flying, the roads covered, and a good coating of snow in northern parts of the region. Take a look at this beautiful snowy scene in Jamestown. Virginia Adams posting this on Facebook. Don't you just love that scene? The house, the porch, the bushes covered in snow, the tractor. Over 3 inches just north of Jamestown in Fentress County. Beautiful scene there indeed. All right, here in Knoxville, we did officially have a trace of snow at the airport. 38 the high today. It was indeed cold. The average high 53. 32 the low this morning, the average low 34. The new low will be just before midnight. They're skating in Market Square. It's a cold night in Knoxville. We're 33 degrees with a wind chill of 28. That's what it feels like outside right now. Winds are west-northwest, 6 miles per hour. Pressure rising, the dew point 22 degrees. Relative humidity 64%. So low to mid-30s currently here in the valley, but not for long. We will fall quickly as clouds continue to clear out. Already well below freezing in the upper 20s, mid-20s even in Crossville at 27 degrees. And lows tonight will be in the lower 20s with teens toward the mountains and foothills. So certainly bundle up and dress in warm layers as you head out and about. Clouds are decreasing. There's the snow showers, Virginia and North Carolina winding down. Again, with the clearing, we will see those temperatures plummeting. But at least we'll have sunshine returning for your Thursday with temperatures staying cool in the 40s, but at least we'll have some sun. By Friday, we'll start to see some more clouds increasing. Here's a check of those temperatures around the region. 35 in Roanoke, 30 in Lexington, Kentucky, Nashville 38, Birmingham 37, as well as Atlanta 40 in Memphis, 45 in Little Rock. So, yeah, chilly air all across the region with our clouds slowly moving out. So again, your Thursday, sunshine returns. Friday forecast, clouds increase, may see a sprinkle or flurry, otherwise mainly dry and chilly conditions in the 40s next couple of days. So those are the next 2 days. No main weather hazards for your Thursday and Friday. Enjoy the rest of your week. For the weekend, this is where it gets tricky. Mention the details. Saturday, probably going to start out with the initial moisture moving in late morning, early afternoon. A little bit of snow and sleet on the very leading edge of moisture. Then it changes to a cold rain in East Tennessee, but heavy wet snow for North Carolina and Virginia for Saturday night to Sunday. Look at that. Models have been consistent, showing the heaviest snow in North Carolina and Virginia. However, they're also hinting at some of that heavier snow in upper East Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky, and trying to come back down into East Tennessee with rain changing to wet snow Sunday night. It could linger into Monday, maybe that mixed bag, and then clearing out for Tuesday. So this is going to be a multi-day storm event. Look at our model forecast. Heaviest snow in Virginia, North Carolina, but some accumulating snow possible with rain changing to wet snow later this weekend here in East Tennessee. Again, stay tuned throughout the week. We'll keep you updated. Cold tonight, 22, 44 tomorrow, staying cool, but at least drying out. Rain, wet snow, mixed bag, cold temperatures through the weekend.
All right, we'll prepare ourselves. Todd, thank you. Well, city leaders say if you are headed downtown this weekend, it will be busy. The Christmas parade, first Friday, and a show at the Tennessee Theater all this weekend, and those will bring, of course, a lot of people to downtown. They say parking will be a challenge, so you should plan ahead. And one way to do that is with the city's new app, Parko Media.
We put new sensors in the garages, and it trips these sensors so you can actually see if there's 400 spaces in State Street Garage, for instance. So it's a pretty cool app.
It is Parkopedia, and city leaders say public transportation or ride-sharing services are yet another way to avoid the traffic chaos this weekend. George H.W. Bush had so many loves in his life, his wife, his family, and baseball. How the sport shaped the way he lived his life.
Watch it all weekend. We break it down for you every night. Tennessee Sportsman. Brought to you by Provision Care's Proton Therapy on Fox 43 Sports at 99.1. The Sports Animal.
Catch up on the day's top stories tonight on Fox 43 News at 10.
Belk's Christmas sale is here. Scratch and save up to 30% extra. Or shop our holiday bonus buys. $34.99 statement sweaters. 60% off Effie Diamond pendants and rings. Get everything on your list at Belk and Belk.com.
Hi.
Just coffee. Just you tonight?
Just me and Shakespeare.
Pretty good company.
Yeah.
English major?
Yes, ma'am.
So was I.
Any regrets?
You'll do great.
Oh, excuse me.
This holiday, you too can be a winner. Give the gift of holiday instant games from the Tennessee Lottery.
Call on Chance, they know what to do at 247-5092.
You've probably seen us in your neighborhood, in Alcoa to Farragut and places in between. Gent serves both residential and commercial all over the surrounding Knoxville area. Yes, you've seen us because we're everywhere.
Call on Chance, they know what to do at 247-5092.
This is going to change the way you sleep forever. Right now, find your perfect mattress set at Rooms To Go, Ceiling, Serta, Beauty Rest, and others. And switch the foundation to this top quality Leggett & Platt adjustable base for free. Yes, for free. It's versatile, it's healthy, it's awesome. You'll save hundreds of dollars and get your best night's sleep when you buy your new set and switch to the free Leggett & Platt adjustable base right now at Rooms To Go.
Sandra is always planning for the future, but has trouble managing her own health. United Health Group used data and analytics to predict Sandra was at risk for diabetes and offered her incentives and support to make healthier lifestyle choices. So Sandra hasn't developed diabetes, and she's using technology to stay connected with her care team to help it stay that way. This is what healthcare can do when it's caring and smart. United Health Group.
Belk's Christmas sale is here. Save on bonus buys. 60% off toys. Redeem your Belk bucks and save even more. Buy online, pick up in store at belk.com.
2018 Charger RT, 27,888. Jim Cutoff got your Jeep Brown.
You're watching Fox 43 News at 6:30.
We've all heard how important sports were to former President George H.W. Bush. Luke Simmons reports his favorite was baseball.
It's only fitting that a few hundred yards away from his presidential library sits Bluebell Park, the home of the Texas A&M baseball team, a place Bush 41 visited often. One of the former president's last visits to the Diamond at Texas A&M happened back in 2016, when President Bush's alma mater, Yale, visited Texas A&M.
Well, it's got to be one of the top moments in my career here at Texas A&M.
So it was a big celebration. He threw out the ceremonial first pitch. I got to shake his hand.
President Bush was known for being a fan of baseball. The game has its highs and its lows, and for coaches, players, yes, even presidents, it's a game of life lessons.
Really, baseball just happens to be the vehicle we get in to try to grow these young people up and grow them into fine young men that are going to be great husbands, great fathers, great people in their communities, and President Bush is such a shining example of that.
The lessons that his life and his legacy have taught us about family and perseverance and athleticism, maintaining a love for sports and everything that we do. That's something that I look to continue onward as I graduate Yale and move on with my life.
Simon Whiteman is a senior infielder at Yale, and just like Mr. Bush, he's the team captain for the Bulldogs.
To be in the same role as a man like George H.W. Bush is humbling. It's truly very special, but it's also inspiring.
Whiteman says he met Bush 2 times, the second at the Bush estate in Kennebunkport. After talking to Mr. Bush and his wife Barbara, Whiteman has an idea of why the game of baseball was so important in the former president's life.
I think baseball is a thinking man's game, and I think that's something that he could probably have attested to. And there's something very special about it. It's something that we can travel state to state and have similar experiences with, and especially with his desire and love for America, I think that similar tie lines were drawn between baseball and his country.
An American pastime definitely going to miss an American great. Reporting from College Station, Texas, Luke Simons, now back to you.
Coming up, it is a story time with Mayor Glenn Jacobs, how he is working to instill a lifelong love of reading in young children.
Coming up tomorrow on Fox 43 News this morning, we're getting into the holiday spirit with the Ice Chalet as we look ahead to their performance at the Nutcracker on Ice.
This is going to be fun. Plus, Southern Belle Simple's here for an easy way to dress up your holiday table. And we're talking about the cold temperatures and another chance of snow. We'll see you tomorrow, bright and early on Fox.
Family-owned and operated, Stone World of Knoxville is one of the largest manufacturers of countertops in East Tennessee, serving builders, designers, and homeowners. We carry the finest quartz, granite, marble, and quartzite with a 100% product guarantee. Come see the amazing variety in our showroom, where our highly qualified staff can help assist you to make the best selection. Enjoy the experience of Stone World. Call, visit our website, or stop by our Kingston Pike location.
This is Dr. Gunther Zoloff. Did he solve Carmichael's totient conjecture? Yes. Yes, he did. But did he buy his car at drive time using the industry's smartest online tools? No. No, he did not. Dr. Gunther Zoloff was almost a genius. Get fast online financing and know your down payment. Shop over 15,000 vehicles at drivetime.com, the genius way to buy a car.
You're watching Fox 43 News at 6:30.
Protecting yourself from becoming a target. Tonight, hear from a security professional about simple steps to stay safe in worst-case scenarios. That's tonight on Fox 43 News at 10 o'clock. Today, children enjoyed story time with Mayor Glenn Jacobs. He read several books to kids at Lawson McGee Library today. Mayor Jacobs says he credits his parents with instilling a lifelong love of reading. He says he's concerned with the literacy gap in Knox County.
At third grade, you begin from going to learning to read to reading to learn. It's fundamental. Everything you're going to do, no matter what your career path in life is, you're going to read at some point. So it really is vitally important.
It certainly is. Knox County Library branches host almost 40 story times every week, but certainly most of them don't feature the mayor, so this made it extra special to see the mayor up close and personal.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what we're going to be talking about a lot more as we get closer to the weekend time.
Yeah, exactly. Starting tonight, clearing skies, a very cold night, a low of 22, so bundle up certainly. Now tomorrow for your Thursday, it'd be good to have some sunshine. It will stay cool, 44, but at least sunny, and most of Friday, not too bad. A little chilly in the mid-40s. It's the weekend. It looks unsettled to say the least. Rain to some wet snow from Saturday into Sunday. That could linger into Monday. We'll have an update tonight at 2.
Yeah, we know you'll be watching it as we get closer. Todd, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you at 10.